tonight to our first grade play.
Thanks, I'll call you
It's
later.
been really fun doing this. There seem to be quite a few things to celebrate today. Well, it's Jenny's mama's birthday, Rachel, happy birthday. And other big things have happened in the world. There's also our Emmy, who's not here with us tonight. We were guessing which part she would have played in this play. She's been in the hospital for 6 weeks. She has full of courage and working so hard. What she's trying to do is get here for the last day of school. It looks like maybe that can happen. So we are dedicating our play to Emmy tonight. This is a story, well, it's a story about old Mother Farthing, who's just nothing but goodness. She has a little, kind of a grumpy, greedy landlord who also happens to be a farmer. And she gets the help of a little magic man, and his name is Patchkin. There's a bit of tradition to this play. I'm realizing I told the kids this is my 15th and last play at the Sister School. So this was a story that I had read, and then I wrote a play because I just love the story, and we performed it a long time ago. Orion, brother of Jamie, featured as Satchkin. When was that? Long time
12
ago.
years ago?
Yeah,
Long
time ago. Anyway, thank you so much for coming tonight. We don't take pictures because we have someone taping, and we can get things to you that way. It's better not to be having our phones. So turn those off. And yeah, get ready for a great story.
One sweet spring night, when dew was deep, Mother Farthing came walking down the lane. She had been to market to sell her one good cow, but the gold in her purse was no comfort, for she needed it all to pay her rent.
My cow is gone, and I shall have no milk. Oh, how the moon does look like a bowl of milk. Milk, how long it has been since I last had a taste of milk.
Soon he could think of nothing else. He went straight to the farmer's house and called.
Satchkin, Patchkin, who will lift the latchkin? Satchkin, Patchkin, who will lift the latch? Who are you, and what do you want at this time of night? A mouthful of milk, only a mouthful of milk. Milk at this time of night. Be off with you now, whoever you are, and let me get back to my bed. 17 cows in a byre, and not a mouthful of milk to spare for a stranger?
Slowly he went back the way he had come, and when he came to the untidy cottage, he called.
Satchkin, Patchkin, will you lift the latchkin? Satchkin, Patchkin, will you lift the latch? Of course I will. Come down at once. Who are you, and what do you need? A mouthful of milk and nothing more. I have sold my only cow to pay my rent, and I have no milk. Only one drop, not enough to fill a thimble. A thimble full is enough for me.
When he finished, he flung the thimble high into the air. It dropped and clattered into the jug. At once the jug was full of sweet milk.
Whenever you are in need, just throw your thimble into the jug and open the door and say, Satchkin, Patchkin, hear me lift the latchkin. Satchkin, Patchkin, hear me lift the latch. And the jug will be filled with milk.
sound of a horse coming down the hill.
Louder and louder grew the hoofbeats, clippity-clop, till they came to a stop at the old woman's garden gate. In a moment a man came round by the cottage, a riding crop in his hand. He was a lean man, a mean man, a man without a smile. That's a fine bowl of fruit, old woman. You must have gone far for those. Not far. It all came from this old garden. Indeed, then they are mine. This land is mine, and all that grows on it is mine. You had better fetch me the rest of that fruit.
Before she started picking again, she put a few of the biggest berries from the bowl on the table into a little dish with milk for the little green magic man and called,
Satchkin, Patchkin, hear me with the latchkin. Satchkin, Patchkin, hear me with the latch. You have forgotten to throw the thimble into the jug. It was not milk I wanted. I have picked some berries for you.
the rest.
The rest I must give to the farmer.
Far into the afternoon, the old woman worked.
She was scratched, she was pricked, she was snatched, she was nipped. Her black skirt was ragged, and her stockings were snagged, and the pins were pulled out of her hair. I never knew there were so many blackberries in my garden, and the farmer must have them all. Then he shall have this. Satchkin, Patchkin, clear the bramble patchkin. Satchkin, Patchkin, clear the bramble patch. Twisting and bending, tearing and rending, the blackberry bushes pulled themselves out of the ground. Here, can you hold my phone? Where's mine?
People are running, guys. Over.
Over the sun-sleepy fields they went in a purple, glistening cloud. Wait. They fell on the farmhouse like hailstones, staining the windows and smearing the doors. The farmer had the fright of his life and went into the farmyard screaming. My name is Satchkin, Patchkin.
morning air was spiced with the smell of apple and blackberry pie, the old woman's landlord came riding down the hill. Mother Farthing looked up from her mixing bowl, and his voice came thundering in.
Selling your cottage, old woman. He began poking and prying, peering and spying, and tried to work out its worth. He sniffed and he snorted, and soon he reported that the deed would be done in a week.
As soon as he had gone, the old woman went to her kitchen door and cried,
Satchkin, hear me, lift the latchkin. Satchkin, Patchkin, hear me, lift the latchkin. You have forgotten to throw the thimble into the jug. It was not milk I wanted. I have made some pie for you. And it will be the last. For now the farmer has came to sell my cottage away.
frail as a feather, he drifted into the sunlight, and the old woman saw and heard him no more that day. Into the farmer's dreams came a whispering like the singing of summer leaves.
Let the old woman have her cottage. Let her buy it herself. She shall not have it. I'll ride in the morning and settle the sales with no warning.
He rode straight to her cottage early the very next day. Mother Farthing stood in front of her house wringing her hands. But then, just in front of the gate, the horse stopped short. The farmer urged him on, but the horse did not move.
Raving and ranting, puffing and panting, frying and flipping, whipping and kicking, but the horse still stood stock still.
The farmer gave up and made to dismount, but he too was frozen as ice.
The lean man, the mean man, the man without a smile, heard the voice again. Let the old woman have her cottage. Let her buy herself.
The farmer knew that he was beaten.